Hi Leo, welcome to your end of March 2018 General Tarot Forecast. It's Rena here. Just shuffling the cards. Wow, I got that card just now for Cancer in a different position. So this could be boss issues. Okay. Well, first of all, I just want to say that some of you may be staying in a situation for the wrong reason. So this could be a money thing where you can't think of a reason to go, but there is a very good reason to go because there's something going on with in your workplace. You're not being treated as you deserve to be treated. So the focal card is the King of Pentacles, and this could be the owner of a business. It's usually something that is connected to financial institutions, or you're selling goods. And, you know, I guess this could be you, but I'm thinking in terms of somebody else perhaps that is owning the business, and maybe they are, even though this is in the upright position, you may have this person on your mind, your boss on your mind, because of their treatment of you, or perhaps they're looking at you as not being worthy enough. Now, I think that it's always possible that there is some kind of workplace preference happening, that somebody else is being looked at in a more favorable way. You know, like, what do you call that when you're favored, that they're favored. And it has nothing to do with job performance, actually. It's just like that kind of a personal thing. And if your boss, well, you might not know what sign he is, but if he's a Taurus, if he is like literally an earth sign, he may just have certain prejudices, and I'm not talking about racial or anything like that, but in terms of the personality type, like he prefers this other person's demeanor to yours and feels like they don't clash, you know. Really what might be going on here, if you are working for somebody else, Leo, is that unconsciously you resent it. And so something is being, like, it may be little things that you're doing or saying that are giving that away, perhaps. And this is why this other person is a little bit, I don't know, reluctant to, or doesn't warm up to you in that way. And so maybe you're passed over for a job promotion, because this is a card in the upright position of recognition and accolades, things like that. And it's in the challenged position. So you may have felt slighted at your workplace because you felt like you put in the effort and that you have the goods. You have what it takes to be, you know, to be like lauded as a success. And then instead you feel dissed. And you may have a right to feel dissed. This person may have kind of a bias against you in some way because you are a natural leader, perhaps, and there's like this, maybe there's like this power play on an unconscious level between the two of you, where where your boss senses your leadership abilities, and he or she may be afraid of getting, you know, of giving you that elevated position, because then that just makes you more powerful. So it's easier to kind of keep you down so that they don't feel threatened, because they may feel like you're going to take their job next if they, you know, promote you to assistant manager, assistant whatever, supervisor. So use that as a sign from the universe that maybe you need to start either working for yourself or having more control over your life in general, calling your own shots. The underlying factor here is the Eight of Wands. There may have been a lot of heated words between the two of you, and that may have been what poisoned the well a little bit, or kind of soured this person. There may be a situation too where another person came into the workplace and it was like all of a sudden they got like fast-tracked. So why that was, whether it was one of their relatives or just, again, they had that sense of like favoring that person over you. I just want to say in that sense, because I'm sure a lot of people go through that, is that a lot of times what can happen is that the person in control, they like people that mirror their own personalities because it threatens them. If somebody is different than them and thinks differently, acts differently, then they feel kind of like there's a sense of like insecurity because it forces them to question their own behavior, personality, what have you. So it could be something along those lines. I can't say for sure, but anyway, so that's happening. And the other thing too is if this is a personal relationship, you may have some kind of relationship with somebody who is an earth sign, and maybe a mature earth sign, Taurus. And I did get Leo for Taurus, Leo. So it might definitely be a Taurus person, Virgo, or what's the other one? Capricorn. And perhaps this person doesn't respect you. And perhaps you have found somebody else who sees your good qualities. Now, if this person is an earth sign, they will tend to see things in a completely different way. And if it is an actual Taurus person, you may get very frustrated by their stubbornness, their kind of, you may see them as stodgy, you know, stuck in their ways, and feel this sense of frustration with them. The spiritual message is the Seven of Wands. So if you have to choose between an earth sign and a fire sign, the fire sign is the one, because the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is more your speed, is going to be your, I was going to say your partner in crime, but what I mean is going to be that, have that adventurous spirit and be very much into entrepreneurship. And by the way, you know, I'm mentioning this King of Pentacles and I'm saying this person could be a businessman, but when I'm talking about with entrepreneurship is a very creative kind of an energy versus just owning a store, being a manager in a bank, which I would associate with the King of Pentacles. I'm talking about creating products yourself, not just selling goods, but actually creating them yourself. Creating, you know, programs for people to learn, creating all kinds of different, you know, actual physical products. Being an artist, being a creative person that way. But whatever's going down, you have more support from somebody like a fire sign than an earth sign. Because the fire signs are visionaries, and they are not just looking at the here and now and the physical realm, which the earth signs are. They're much more interested in the future and the bigger picture. So that is definitely a possibility. Now, the Seven of Wands asks you, and this is a spiritual thing, so this may be something that you have a pattern of honoring yourself and defending yourself. Now, I can't think of a lot of Leos that would not defend themselves and would allow themselves to be a doormat, but yeah, there could be, especially if you have a lot of Cancer placements, or even your moon in Pisces, Pisces rising. You may have this tendency to kind of give in, or Virgo. That's the other thing too. Virgo is next to you. You get personal planets in Virgo, where you tend to be more service oriented and not defend yourself when need be, when there's a real need to defend yourself against personal attacks. And that's what this could be. Somebody who's not seeing your greatness, you know? And what is coming in is represented by the Devil card. Now, this is a card connected to Capricorn. So I had mentioned one of the earth signs being Capricorn. So it's always a possibility. But the Devil card, again, this could be timing issues. This could be the Capricorn full moon, where a lot of this stuff goes down. So that would be on June 28th. I mean, that's going to be in the future. Interestingly, Capricorn for you is your 6th house of work, service, Leo. So this may be when things come to a head in the office, or when you leave. You know, it could be when you leave. And you may even find out a secret that's related to all of this, where you find out that the fix was in when it came to that promotion. But also the Devil card talks about unhealthy attachments. So you may decide, you may be able to see that for yourself and realize that you stay too long someplace because of that. And actually, because you're a fixed sign, Leo, you do tend to overstay. I was going to say overstay your welcome, but it's not that. It's allow others to overstay their welcome because of the dislike of change, perhaps, in some cases. But also being attracted too much, like with the King of Pentacles, you may be with somebody who has a lot of money, and that keeps you in that relationship. And so the Devil is kind of showing you how we sell our souls, you know, sell our happiness for some kind of material gain. Is it worth it? The outcome is the 7 of Pentacles. So you may take a wait and see approach, where you want to see, you know, you have this materially minded outlook. Maybe it's a practical outlook and not necessarily bad. So you may get passed over for a promotion, but you say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to see what else transpires. Maybe this is like a relatively new job for you, and you don't want to throw in the towel just yet. You may be having this passionate back and forth with some fire sign, or just anybody that's, you know, bringing out that passion in you, Leo. And you're not ready maybe to leave a marriage because you don't know if it's going to pan out. Or if you're not married, you just may be taking your time. You don't want to rush into a serious committed relationship right now. And you're just enjoying the passionate part. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, Leo. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, have a great rest of the month. Bye.